Pirating's all we've ever known. And we ain't about to give it up just 'cause you say so.
We're gonna make Limsa great again.
Piracy has no place in our future.
We get to go talk to the Admiral. Look, all I'm telling you is I don't know who ordered the pizzas. We ordered the pizzas. Is this true? By the Navigator, a cure for tempering. When we have done it, here in Limsa, this will do much to advance the cause of peace. If we are to resolve the primal problem once and for all, we must address the cause. Now who ordered the pizzas? With survival at stake, each had no choice but to fight, and so I dismissed peace as an impossibility. Impossible is a word coined by the weak, I proclaimed, to all who listen, and then gave up. You and yours put me to shame. Yeah, do you know how long I had to grind? But no sooner than I reach out with our neighbors in Vilbrand than my own people sought to thwart me. I'm given to understand that their leader, Captain Hilfir, has been bedridden for some time with an ailment of the lungs. Aye, aqua lung. Got it from an octopus. By way of the first step, I suggest we split up and make inquiries around town. Someone must know the Sigurd. If you could approach the pirates for Kyrian, the rest of us seek out merchants and adventurers. Why did you send me to talk to the pirates? So, just as the Imperial's prey began to disappear, Sigurd turned the executioner's fortunes around with a mysterious new source of income. And I think I know why. In the course of the inquiries on the Hawker's Alley, an interesting fact came to light. Just as the executioners began to enjoy better fortunes, the price of crystal went into sharp decline. A sudden fall in demand, I was told. My favorite thing was when they first turned on flying for this mount and got to see that you don't lure him with a gissel, you lure him with a cake. That appears to be our merchant. Wish me luck. Compared to yours and Precarious, mine's an unfamiliar face. Let me play the role of buyer. Got business with me, Catboy? I actually called him a Catboy. But I gotta spell with an I. You see this? Don't look at us, you idiot. So, come with me. Don't. LSA, go hit him. I would expect to pay more than a double for such quality. Oh, there's nothing unlawful about them, if that's your worry. They're from Ogomoro. If you take my meaning. Ogomoro. Taken from the kobolds, just as we suspected. No need to introduce yourselves, we know who you are. Scions. It's pronounced scions. Don't tell me how to pronounce words. You have spoken plain, and so I shall return the favor. We came here to learn why the bloody executioners oppose the Admiral's will. And we have our answer. Should Limsa make peace with the kobolds, you'll lose your source of newfound wealth. That being so, I see no reason why you should not state your case directly to the Admiral's face, unless the acting captain of the only true pirate crew left, Limsa, has some other cause to hide in a cave. Alright, I'll meet with the Admiral. I'll even provide the venue. The Stelicia? The boat. I always wondered if, like, the ambient noise of, like, crowds talking was, like, directly in response to how many players are in a given area. Like, once you hit, like, a certain threshold, they, like, add the ambience of a crowd talking. Or if it's just based on location, regardless of how many people are there. The boat, you say? Well, it's been a while since I've been on boat. Why do I get the feeling this is going to turn into a mess? Yep, it's a trap.
Sicard, acting captain of the bloody executioners, at your service.
My voice for him was better.
Ours is a nation of pirates. Always has been, always will be. Deny us our right to plunder, and you deny who we are.
Piracy has no place in our future.
Whoa.
What did she say?
She said the thing.
The Empire teeters on the brink of collapse. Ere long, provinces like Wurlid and Bosnia and many others will regain their freedom.
Wait, it's pronounced Borzia? entire time I've been calling it Boja.
When they
Rousing words. Might even be some truth in them. But pirating's all we've ever known. And we ain't about to give it up just 'cause you say so.
We're gonna make Limsa great again. I don't get the feeling he's gonna cheat. He's just got that grin on his face that makes me want to smack him. Ping! Don't screw with Merlweb.
This ain't over. If we ain't pirates, what are we?
I don't know.
You're bloody idiots is what ye are. Idiots with your own lives ahead of ye. Our first love is the sea. The sea! And what she brings us. Freedom!
And really bad eggs.
Apologies for the misunderstanding, Admiral. We're with ye, wherever ye be headed.
Well, I'm sure that solves that, and there'll be no more complications
You have
whatsoever.
my thanks.
Wait. This isn't the last quest in this patch. That must mean something else is going on here. To men shall go the bounty of the sea, to kobolds the bounty of the land, ostensibly equitable arrangement, conspicuously lacking in detail. Aye, inadvertently or not, the wording was ambiguous, and we took advantage of it, moving in to claim the northern reaches of Lenoska, which kobolds believed theirs. Bloodshed followed, then bloodshed to answer the bloodshed, and on it went. But as things stand, I see no reason why the kobolds would agree to a meeting in the first place. And so we must provide a reason. I will restore their stolen crystals to them and personally deliver the cargo along with my apologies. Bait. Well, I'm happy to take that risk. It's not as if there's any other choice. Besides, it's what Tesleen would do. I believe in you, I'll say. And so for the glorious spirit of cooperation, we are to be received by Patriarch Zada of the Second Order, who awaits our pleasure in the navel. If you're ready, let's proceed to the mines at once. And the best part is you can just fly through the mines. And so then we ordered them so many pizzas. Oh boy.
Now, Alice, quickly!
You don't need to tell me.
Oh good, okay, so it's not like you have to actually, like, kill the golems without killing the kobolds. That was my big concern. Oh boy. I'll stand in both. I'm sure this will have no problematic consequences. Oh, finally someone realizes that I can help. Angelo Cure! That was not our fault. They were like that when I got here.
Gaboo, what are you doing here?
I told you to stay back home. Stop being like every protagonist from a kid's movie.
So please, end the suffering.
No, this is a very touching moment, but I keep getting distracted by the fact that it looks like he has a boot on his head.
Fleeting though it was, there was a time when man and kobold abided together in harmony, in cooperation.
It
In
was
those
called
days,
the
your
70s.
people shared the
But we believed you before and you betrayed us. Fooled, deceived, betrayed us.
That is death penalty. The pistol I used to pass judgment on my own sire when he fell thrall to Leviathan and betrayed his comrades.
Oh.
If you were to point it at my head and pull the trigger, I would most assuredly die.
Well, This is a good
Though it
moment
isn't
of
much,
trust.
my life is the single most valuable thing I possess.
I do not trust you. Not yet. But Gabu does. And I will trust him.
Aww. My God, we've given Alpha no anxiety.
Right. Let's return to the Rising Stones.
Yeah. It'll get persnickered.
What in the world is that?
My God.
Aye. I'm looking at it.
Is it a franchise?
What? It seems this isn't the only tower.
Tom was right, it is a
Sprung up
franchise.
all across Eorzea. Look for Commander Hext when you arrive in Alamigo. And may the navigator speed you on your way.
We take the airship? Is the airship ever going to come back? So it's like a radio tower for evil. Ooh, the thunderstorms
Thank
make
you
it
for
very
coming
nice.
so soon.
Ambiance.
It can't be.
It's Final Fantasy X's Bahamut. Hey, Raban. Long time no see. High five?
Well, well, to be received by such an illustrious cast. Why, even the hero of the piece is here. I feel quite starstruck. You saw straight through it. Anyone would think you dealt with Asians before.
Never heard of him.
It is my intention to recreate the final days.
The final days? But it was the Asians who labored to prevent them.
You're quite right. Though I would expect no less from one responsible for eliminating my unsundered colleagues.
Oh, he's got such a flair for the dramatic.
Honestly,
Yeah, so it turns out that by killing the big super head Asians, we have essentially removed any sort of checks and balances on all the crazy underlings.
to fulfill my heart's desire.
Stop posing.
I want you all to die. And I want to die too. And take everyone with me in a paroxysm of pain and suffering.
What is a paroxysm? That's going on my list of words to look up. Okay, here we go. Paroxysm. A sudden attack or violent expression of a particular emotion or activity, such as a paroxysm of weeping. Good word. I'll have to remember that one. I like that.
We, the Telophoroi, shall be your performers and this very star our stage.
The Telophoroi? What's with its head? Whoa. I like purple.
For if you should disappoint him, my trusty companion here, whom I've dubbed Lunar Bahamut, will
Trademark.
burn your cities.
So now we have the setup for the next bit of the story here, which involves the crazy Asian who is doing what Lord Xenos wants, which is to destroy the world solely to get my attention. Because Xenos has nothing but an unstoppable hate boner for me. And then there was Purple. He also called his dragon Lunar Bahamut. This creature certainly did resemble the Elder Primal. That may be, but the fact that we answered to Fandaniel would suggest that they are not one and the same entity. On the subject of the towers, you may be interested to learn they are not an exclusively Eorzean phenomenon. According to the Alliance, they have been sighted as far as Yanshai. And since we are dealing with a dragon, ostensibly, at least, I believe it would behoove us to enlist the aid of an authority on such foes. Aestinian. This is Justinian! Now just wait a minute. If he could be persuaded to lend us his lands, I'd be the first one to welcome it, but the truth is, we struggle to even find him. You let me and Krell worry about that. We'll sniff him out, no matter where he's hiding. She's a stalker! We have ways of locating him. Oh dear, you're not enjoying our adventure? Because I hate to break it to you, Graha, they're all like this. This is the norm. There's nothing in this world I'd rather do than write a new future with you. Meanwhile, somewhere in the locks. It's not somewhere in the locks. I know exactly where that is. Uh-oh.
Glory be to Garibald!
Meanwhile, in the Imperial Palace... You bored yet, Xenos? You look bored.
So long as my friend returns to me, fangs bared and claws sharpened, I care not.
Hate boner.
Though I confess, I may have singed him a little.
You touched my beloved
apologies.
opponent.
Though, there is something to be said for such a glorious death. Better to fall to one who has it all than falter before an inferior. Huh. I shall keep it in mind as a contingency.
What? Better to fall to one who has it all than falter before an inferior.
For now,
I feel like
however,
that line
I shall
is setting
proceed
something
with the
up.
plan.
I must find myself a new weapon. One worthy of our long-awaited reunion.
Excalibur? Ragnarok? Ultimate weapon, the sword? Because in Final Fantasy VI, they said there's two ultimate weapons. One that's a monster and one that's a sword. And we found the monster.